Okay. All right. How's everybody? Welcome to episode 30 of the Three Brothers Podcast. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
So listen, we've got a lot of news stories to get to, a lot of stuff going on as usual. But we welcome all of you who have taken time out to sit with us for a minute. You know what? We haven't done introductions in a long time, so I'm going to do that real quick.
Okay.
All right. I am your host and moderator, A.W. Doc. This is my brother, East Coast Philly.
East Coast Philly. And
in the middle, we got the legend, Big J Brophy.
Oh.
So glad to see everybody.
Hey.
How's everybody doing? We doing good?
Pleasure to be here. Yep, that's the thing.
Okay. We got some housekeeping business, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to that, right? Let's get lubed up a little bit. Junior, you gonna join us? Everybody remember their lines? I know we've practiced this a few times.
Mine's easy.
Uh-oh. All right, you ready? You don't look comfortable.
Yeah. Don't look.
I know.
All right, we're going to take off our shoes.
Take a shot.
Oh, and have a good time. Completely. Oh, man. You will not believe how forgetful I've been lately.
Woo!
Unbelievably forgetful.
You did good. You rallied at
Catches
the
up.
end.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
At least you got back on.
Yep.
All right, so I want to give our address again. I'm going to have to look at the big board for that one. We can be reached at the Three Bros Podcast. That's the number 3 Bros Pod. The Three Bros Pod at gmail.com.
There you go. A shot of woman.
Right. That's the number 3 Bros Pod at gmail.com. We also have an Instagram address, which is at the Three Bros Podcast. Okay? How'd I do?
Good
Excellent.
enough.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to some news, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. I want us to start off talking about this World Cup soccer.
Man.
Like, this is bananas. This is every 4 years, right?
Yep.
And so let me make sure I'm up to date. Spain has defeated France over the last couple of days, and then today Argentina defeated England. Right?
Yeah.
Now, are we down to the final 4? How many teams are left?
That was the final 4.
Okay,
So the
now
final
this
is
the championship.
Yeah. So I don't know when this will air, but the match is 3:00 on Sunday.
On
3:00
Sunday.
Eastern Sunday.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Ratings are awesome.
You know what? I don't know what the TV ratings are. I'll tell you what my view is that it is must watch TV.
Yeah.
It is absolutely thrilling soccer. They are so talented. We are so, quite frankly, and I don't mean to insult American soccer, but we are so deprived here in the U.S. But if you get to see this soccer and the way that they play, it's magnificent. I'm telling you.
What's a good introduction for people that haven't watched it? You would say that, right?
Have a kid that plays soccer.
No, for those that didn't grow up watching soccer.
What do you mean introduction?
Watching what's being on this World Cup, watching these games, these matches. Wouldn't that be a good introduction for people that haven't been watching soccer?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
to introduce
like
us to the game.
Yeah, but I would give that analogy as the same thing if somebody that isn't familiar with football going and watching the Super Bowl.
Right.
So you're going to be disappointed with everything else you see. So it's not really the thing that would turn you on. You really got to get involved.
This is the best of what you'll see.
Yeah. This is as good as it gets, man. The talent is unbelievable. I'm telling you.
You been watching?
Well, yeah, I have. And for a person who grew up that didn't like soccer, that, I was football, baseball, basketball.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
But I have to admit, I've become a fan of it.
Yeah.
It is adrenaline rush. It is fun to watch. I thought the slowness and all that would get to me.
Yeah.
But you're pointing to the talent level of the footwork, the saves, the crowd.
Yep.
It is fun to watch.
Yep.
And Landon Donovan, I think, who was a great American soccer player, brought this up, that a lot of the 10, 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds that are watching this now, when we had the last World Cup, say it was in Russia or somewhere else, the time zones were different. So those kids weren't able to step and watch those games. Now to see it in front of us all the time, there's a lot of people, like he said he was at one time, sitting in the stands going, I want to do that. I think there's a very good point to that. I think it'll only enhance American soccer when you watch these guys play. Because I know it did for me as a guy that was not a big soccer fan. And I won't claim to follow it that huge, but it's been a hell of a good time.
Yeah, I've again 2 kids that played soccer.
Right.
I've been watching soccer, them play for 30 years, just about. Comparing that to football, I would watch soccer before I'd watch football. No, I'd watch good soccer before I watch good football.
Okay.
Wow.
Bad soccer and bad football both aren't fun to watch, quite frankly. But it is that good. Football is like an episode of Seinfeld, quite frankly. That it's very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Soccer is like reading a fantastic novel. Ooh. Because it has so much more depth to it. There is so much to soccer. And believe me, I know people that don't know soccer and don't like soccer. I know what you're thinking right now. It's an acquired taste. And once you understand what these guys have to go through, the nuance of what's going on the field, it's just spectacular, I'm telling you.
Well, let me ask you this, because when we grew up, we had Little League Baseball, right? Little League, minor league, major, senior league.
Yep.
Gone, at least in West Akron.
Yep.
Right.
Do you see potentially soccer teams starting up in like West Akron to replace what used to be baseball? At some point, you don't see it?
Well, I don't see it in the near term.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. has a league called the MLS.
Mm-hmm.
They have a rule that you cannot have any more than 8 international players, 8 foreigners on your team. They have that rule because if they didn't have that rule, you wouldn't be watching any Americans play soccer when you were watching MLS. Mm-hmm. And so that talent level in soccer doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. The interest from a fan standpoint, if you are a kid and you are good at basketball, you get crowds at your game, you get adoring fans, you know what I mean? People are into it. Same with football, quite frankly. And other sports, track as an example. Soccer will drive you to drink watching that as a kid. I mean, it's just, but again, over the years, if you got kids playing, you got no choice. You just pick up the game.
Kids have to start
very young. Yeah, you can't pick up. You can't pick up as a teenager. You can't pick up soccer like you could pick up track, or you could pick up football, or even basketball. Keem Olajuwon, I don't know. He's a teenager when he started playing basketball. Yeah. And so soccer, it's just not possible. It is not possible.
I like to put a couple analogies to that, though. Canadian League football is that way in professional football. You can only have so many Americans on your team because our sport here is above basically.
And it'd be still stacked with Americans.
Right, stacked with Americans. So they do the same for professional football in Canada, which is a pretty good rule. You know, to keep it. There are people playing that because that's the style of football they play. So that, and the second thing, the one thing about soccer that at least is a good try for around here or anywhere is it's cheap to play. You throw out them goals, throw a ball out, and start. You can teach it that way, but I imagine it's like everything. As you go, the more expensive the gear gets, the balls get everything.
He knows about that.
Well,
because you had games out the country.
Your
kids
actually,
interstate.
Let you know where your kids play.
You can have pickup soccer in the streets with a ball, and it's kids playing.
Right.
If you want to be developed as a soccer player in the United States, go to play high school soccer, play college soccer, whatever it is, aspirations to play pro, it is one of the most expensive things you'll ever do. Okay. All right. So we provided all kinds of training for our boys when they were coming up. Mm-hmm. And, both of them got soccer scholarships. Right. But the scholarships were so minuscule that the money that we paid to get them to get the scholarship was more than the scholarship. And so it's just a weird scenario. But soccer in the U.S. is a pay-to-play sport. It is a middle-class to upper-middle-class sport, and only those, not only those kids, because if they find a super talent, actually, if there is a super talent, then Europe comes and get the kid.
I was going to say,
and takes him over there and trains him.
Right.
America is not designed to develop very talented football or soccer players. They go to football, they go to basketball, whatever the case may be.
Now, I don't mean to cut you off, but it should be mentioned that, and I don't want to mention your boys' names, they were both very successful in soccer. One went to a major college and played. The other one in addition to major college, went pro.
Yep.
Played and just retired last year.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Played several years as a professional.
So you understand all that's going on.
I don't want people going, damn, you spent all that money in those years. Well, one of them did go pro.
I want to say that too.
Listen, I'm telling you, but the sport, it's remarkable, and I'm still, quite frankly, probably going through a withdrawal because, I'm used to turning on and watching the kid play every week almost. Yeah. So it is what it is for the U.S. And again, they're I don't want to say they're Magic Johnsons, but if you can think of a super quick, like an Allen Iverson. If an Allen Iverson was on a soccer field, America would be dynamite at soccer. And so some of these countries that are whooping our ass aren't big as the state of, and I think I may have mentioned this, like Indiana. Somebody that whooped us wasn't bigger than the state of Indiana. But because soccer is their number one choice.
Yeah, they breed them.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. These kids come out of the crib playing soccer.
Yeah.
You remember Sunday, AC said he was over his in-laws. And AC's used to watching, basketball, football like us. And they were watching soccer. And he said he couldn't turn away.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was such a good game.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Argentina, France, Spain was a very good game. Spain dominated France.
Yes, they did.
And so, and they beat France like 4 in a row. So there's no mistake there, although France was in the finals last year.
Yeah.
Argentina had to come from behind to beat England 2-1. And listen, and this is the other thing. The build up to the score. It's not like NBA basketball, man, a bucket doesn't mean jack.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
A goal changes lives.
Yeah.
Men were crying in the stands. This is how passionate they were about this. And it's real, man. I'm getting choked up watching this stuff because I know how much it means to those guys. And so it is really, really something. But and I say that to say, because I was thinking about why can't the NBA in particular do better instead of running on the court, jacking up threes? NBA ought to shrink the rim. They ought to shrink that rim so that basketball becomes basketball again. And I hate to, I know I'm jumping off on a tangent here. But
I think they want more scoring.
Yeah,
I know.
See,
I don't think they want less scoring.
I think it is just, I can't believe.
That's why we talked about this the other day, how they allow them to travel for the three-point shot.
It's ridiculous, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? You get sick of that. Now, we had a fantastic finals.
Yeah.
And maybe a semifinal with the Knicks. Our semifinal with the Knicks was horrible.
OKC was very good.
Yeah. Okay. So, So, OKC, So the Knicks Cavs was not exciting. Was not exciting basketball.
Right.
But man, this soccer, I'm telling you, and I said this on the last podcast. It was like the Super Bowl lasting a month. It was so friggin' good. And you were watching the best players in the world.
Play for?
Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's 39 friggin' years old.
Unbelievable.
So now he's playing in the USA. So he's playing for Miami.
Right.
In the USA. But the old players from European leagues, this is where they come because the U.S. will play them money just for the name to be in the league. You know what I mean? It builds the product. So,
he's like a higher gun, right? He's basically there to score.
But at 30, he's still
39,
friggin' ridiculous. He is so friggin' talented. It's unbelievable. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You watched it today.
Yeah.
Those assists and the things he does with the ball.
Yeah. Wow. Just crazy.
Well, I'm holding out, hope that this will catch on and grow. Here in the States, and just like in our day when we saw the Little League Baseball, maybe we'll see some.
And all you fans out there, remember, bro's still a football guy. Just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
But no, I have really enjoyed it. Yeah.
All right, I want to change gears a little bit because we had just recently. Well, Lindsey Graham died.
Yeah.
Right? There's no way to
sugarcoat that.
To sugarcoat it. And people have a lot of different opinions of Lindsey. Obviously, his work in politics. My question is to you guys: what do you think his legacy will be? Right.
Well, first of all, I think people have a lot of the same opinion of him, not a lot of different opinion. They just have a different way of expressing
depends on what
it.
channel your TV.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But I was thinking about George Wallace. And George Wallace, you youngins out there probably don't remember, but he was anti-integration, segregation now, segregation forever. That's his famous quote.
Right.
He was as big a racist in politics as you could imagine back in the day. And it's probably the 60s, early 70s. Somebody tried to take him out. Somebody shot him.
Right.
He was paralyzed.
Yeah.
And he lived for years after he got shot.
He did.
And he had a change of heart. Mm-hmm. He became a different human being, which was more welcoming to minorities.
Mortality.
Exactly. Yeah. And so, thankfully, Lindsey got that shot to, be out of the limelight and literally atone for who he was years past. Mm-hmm. Lindsey Graham never got that chance. He died being who he was. Right. And who he was is a whore for Donald Trump, a whore for MAGA, a fake ass, well, he's gay, a fake ass, anti-gay dog shit of a human being. I don't know how else to put it any other way. He just was, there is nothing about him that is going to be remembered that is complimentary. He is going to, I can't think of another person who died whose eulogy is as horrible as his ought to be.
Boy, you know what? I think he took the words out of my mouth. I
didn't leave a lot left.
No, he did not. No, that's okay though, because I disliked him from the start. Mm-hmm. I've never liked Lindsey Graham. Yeah. And again, I said this in our short. Yeah. I don't take any gratification in a man's death. Yeah. But will I mourn it? Will he be met? No.
Yeah.
To me, he did nothing positive. Like you said, it's speaking out against LGBTQ, whatever the hell. Mm-hmm. But he's a gay man.
Yep.
All right, come out and say who you are.
Yep.
But he was a Trump lapdog. Yep. He left John McCain on him, and he talked about what a bum Trump was. Yep. He was terrible for America, all the stuff. And he was a lapdog.
Yep.
Turn around like that with warmonger, everything else. I don't want to hear anything. It's about time that Americans, we can stand up and say, you know what, the hell with MAGA being able to say whatever they want.
Yeah.
Let's be able to say what the hell we think. Lindsey Graham was a piece of shit.
Yep.
Sorry, and he's gone, and he won't be missed.
Yep.
And that's just, my opinion.
And quite frankly, that should have been Kamala's opinion
exactly
also.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I think sometimes, and again, I don't want to say this to be a mean-spirited person, but sometimes you got to call it like it is.
Yep.
And I'm
what
sorry.
changed him? Was it just to share the base?
You know what?
Just like for Donald Trump, and he was very critical, obviously, some years ago.
Quite frankly,
the next thing you know, he's
I can't analyze
right-hand
that.
man or something.
Yeah.
I can analyze what it's not an analysis, it's an observation. Spineless and soulless. And so whatever way the wind was blowing, he was going to be. And it's funny because I remember the first time I'd ever seen him or heard him speak, it was at the Clinton impeachment. And he voted to impeach Bill Clinton. And I remember him saying, I know this is going to be my career, but I've got to vote to impeach him. Now, this is a guy, Clinton, that got a blowjob.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Trump is a racist. Racist also.
Yeah,
but rapist. All right. And he is carrying his water like nobody's business.
Right.
And so I've never seen anybody be as much of a hypocrite. And that's his legacy, to answer your question. He's an absolute hypocrite. I've never seen anybody do it as openly and as proudly as he does it.
I was going to say, to define it with one word, I was going to say hypocrite.
Hypocrite.
These words right out of my mouth.
Yep.
It's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. So don't miss you. Can't say I'm going to heaven. But if you're in heaven, I'm in heaven. That's all I'm going to say, all right? Okay, but I can't say, all right? Okay.
That's why I like Phil to explain these things. Because he gets in depth, but he puts it on the mind. I love that.
And Phil don't leave a lot on the plate.
No, he doesn't.
He's done. It's like,
But
okay.
I agree.
Ditto what he said.
Right, exactly.
Right. Trump, you mentioned him. He had been ordered this week to pay E. Jean Carroll $5.8 million. The judge made a ruling. I was surprised at that. Were you, or did you see that coming, or what?
No.
Nah, he's had he has 2 civil suits out with him. And the other one's worth a lot more money.
Yeah.
But he had already put that money, I think, in escrow to make sure that payment was ready. Let's face it, man, the guy knows he's guilty.
Yep.
They know he's guilty. It's to the point where no one gives a damn.
Yep.
They just let it go. But he's getting to have to pay for things he's done.
Yeah.
Did she get some punitive money because of the way he slandered her name?
Yeah, she got awarded punitive money. She hasn't received it.
Yeah,
but it was in the $80 million range, like $85, $88 million range.
Where are we with that?
That is, I assume, Trump has appealed that award also,
Right.
and that's probably still in process.
Right.
So the 5.8 is for the actual act of a sexual
That's what the
assault?
jury awarded him once he
Right.
was found
And he
liable in
lost
that
his
sexual
appeal
assault.
on
That's
that.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is just to add to that, or to answer your question. I'm shocked because
Right.
I
Yeah.
was of the opinion that Trump wasn't going to be held accountable
Right.
for anything.
Right.
Right.
And to find a court that actually did that
Yeah.
without him firing the judge,
I'm
or, you know what I mean, or
surprised when I
something like
see
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That is just a crazy thing, but it is a wonderful thing
It
that,
is.
that justice
prevailed.
prevailed.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And that finally happened. So hope,
Right.
maybe there's hope for future justice. Although. And we'll know by the time this airs what his primetime talk was.
Oh,
but
God,
but
yeah.
I think it's gonna be time to understand what his strategy is for
The rigged election.
fixing the election.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got to talk about the Iranian war. Is it on again, off again? What are we doing here, by the way?
Well,
that wasn't even in my notes. I'm
Yeah.
I know, but you know what? We just had strikes again against Iran. How many times is it off, on, off, on? Now they're supposed to be talking again. I mean, they've made a joke out of it.
Yeah.
Well, and he was trying to charge a toll basically for the strait. Judge said that's not going to happen. There was another judge that came out and made a ruling, so I was glad to see that as well. But wow, this is a mess.
Yeah. He is. He still has MAGA. He still has his MAGA base that'll
Right.
believe anything that he says and follow
Right.
him any direction that he goes, and that's pretty much it. And so until America grows a spine, he can do these things, and he's again, all he is in survival mode right now.
Absolutely.
He's trying to do something, and wars typically turn attention away from things like the Epstein file. Todd Blanche, I guess, was before Senate Collect. That should have been one of our topics.
He's on the
actually.
heater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
big grill.
so imagine your
He
personal
inspired us.
attorney is the guy you put forth for attorney general,
Right.
And the Senate is likely to confirm him just because
Right.
nobody in the Senate stands up to Trump, except the Democrats.
So do
obviously.
you anticipate the speech Thursday to be about rigged elections?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that'll
I
be
do.
the main topic.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's got to plan his exit strategy.
Absolutely.
And so he cannot let democracy happen because democracy will put him in jail for the rest of his life, or worse.
Yeah.
That's what democracy would do to him.
Well, speaking of democracy, ICE agents had a big week last week. Killed 2 people in 1 week.
Yep.
Both people killed were described to be mistaken identities,
Imagine that.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the court just ruled that they have suspended any future traffic stops temporarily for these ICE agents. But man, when does this end?
Well, you know what scares me, jumping right away, is how much do we hear about ICE anymore? You know what about being in the cities doing it? This stuff is going on.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
These penitentiaries they
Yep,
put up,
yep.
and all these warehouses
Yep,
they're buying up,
yep.
all these things they're doing continue to happen.
Yep.
Well, they got
Again,
that extra funding too, right?
Right,
Yeah,
absolutely.
they absolutely
And
did.
we lived in a deflecting pool.
Yep.
Like you say, wars tend to do
Yep,
that.
yep.
Exactly right. Keep the war alive, deflect away from the Epstein files,
Yep.
ICE, all the things going on. This crazy stuff is still happening.
Yeah.
And, where this ends, I'm glad it's suspended, but does that stop this?
Yeah. You remember Eddie Murphy's first movie, 48 Hours? Remember
Right,
the
right.
scene in the bar where he throws the glass and breaks the mirror, and the guy says, "Who are you?" And he says, "I'm your worst nightmare. I'm a nigger with a badge."
Right.
Yeah.
ICE is a Klansman with a badge, which is America's worst nightmare.
Right,
So people that hate these immigrants,
Yeah.
minorities,
Right.
are dying to pull the trigger
Right.
to kill a
Shoot
brown
first, man.
person. That is who ICE is. And a lot of January 6th people are ICE agents, is
Yep,
what I
yep,
understand.
Yep.
And so,
I think the Proud Boys are ICE agents.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Have
Yeah,
you heard anything about the Proud Boys since whenever?
Well,
Nope.
they just had some more outings as far as picking out people that were supposed to be demonstrating. I don't know what it is, but yes, they are right there. And I agree. I've been calling this the Gestapo from the beginning,
Yep.
and this is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame. And there's plenty of them out there.
Absolutely.
So it's something that we're going to, well, I don't know. I honestly see something that is just so horrific. I can't believe it's going to happen in the future. But those camps that they're building are being built everywhere. So
Right.
they're building one in Maryland, in
Right.
Elkridge, where I
Yes.
used to live.
Yes.
So they're building a detention facility in Elkridge, Maryland.
Yeah.
And so
Against their
they're
wishes.
being all over the country. So
Is this for immigrants?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So imagine this going on nationwide. Imagine this, I don't know, martial law scenario taking place where Trump has got to deploy the military in order to maintain order in this country. And anybody that defies that, they've got
They're locked
housing
up.
ready for
Yeah,
those
exactly.
people right away.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's, I hope I'm wrong about this, but that's how I
think
see
that's
it.
what
This
it
dude
is.
has no soul whatsoever. Like worse than Lindsey, but he just has no soul, and all he is thinking about is power.
So we can forget about the ICE agents and the body cams, right?
Wow, yeah.
Were they supposed to be wearing body
Yeah.
cams?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, wow.
But no one answers for that.
yeah,
Like again, it's Neill. If you go to ask somebody that question,
Yep.
it's
Yep.
deferred, get away from it, or
Yep.
something.
Yep.
You made a great point, I think last week, when you said the Constitution is just a piece of paper now.
Yeah.
Right? It has zero value.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Well, you know what? My thing is, and I know you've mentioned that earlier on, because I said to one of your shorts that you should make a 5 minute out of Phil out of that one, because you were making those great points that this is a piece of paper. And what do we come back to? What is the Republican Party, the Democratic Party? What do these look like?
Okay.
And what do we call on?
You're creating
as far as-
precedent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
For the next person
Yep.
down the line.
Yep. Yep.
You
Yep.
can't
Yep.
hold them accountable
Yep.
for something
Yep.
you didn't
Yep.
hold
Yep.
Exactly
this,
right.
Yep.
regime accountable for.
Yeah. And that's a great point. So the next president, whoever that person is, and hopefully now, it's J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio in all likelihood on the Republican side.
Right.
On the Democratic side, whoever it is should run on the ticket that says we can never allow a Donald Trump to
Yeah.
be in the White House ever again.
Absolutely.
And so we need these safeguards in order to prevent something
Right.
like that from happening. If you are convicted of a felony,
Yeah.
that disqualifies you from the presidency.
Right.
And, these other safeguards where he is using executive orders,
Right,
quite
right.
frankly, to bypass Congress to do all the things that he wants to do.
Yeah.
There's our founding fathers, just like they did not anticipate
Right.
AK-47s
Right,
with
yeah,
gun
right,
laws.
right.
They did not anticipate a deceitful, horrible, lying human being
Right.
like Trump ever being in the White House.
Right.
A person with no character, no morals, no
And it
ethics.
showed that he doesn't have to pay attention to the
Yep.
Constitution to still
Yep.
do that.
Yep.
That's what that piece of paper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna turn the page to something a little bit more more positive. The LeBron Watch is still on.
Hey,
I don't
man.
know when this is gonna be taped or aired, but
Yeah.
as of today, we're in week 3, week 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like the contestants for the prize, the LeBron prize, is either Golden State, the Sixers, and the Cavs.
Yeah.
And by most metrics, the Cavs have the advantage. What are you guys thinking? Are you watching this at all? Do you care? What are you feeling?
I care and I watch, and you ought to see all the trade scenarios and stuff still out there.
Yeah.
The last one I saw was bringing Kyrie Irving back, getting ready Harden to Miami or
I heard
something.
that.
Yeah, and bringing trading Jared Allen to Dallas to get their other big man. His name escapes right now, along with Kyrie. Now I saw that again. Is any of this truth to it? I have no idea. But my biggest thing is adding LeBron to his team, and I've said it all along, gives that guy the leadership, that role that's needed on the Cavs more than anything.
Yeah.
And he's back home, man. And that the bottom line is it's the best scenario for us.
Best story in the league.
In the league.
In sports.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
What do you think? You care?
I don't think that I care, other than I want him to do whatever makes him happy. So I am a LeBron fan.
Right.
I'm a Cavs fan.
Right.
And I'm a Knicks and San Antonio fan. But I don't know that beyond that, I'm much of a basketball fan, quite frankly. So I like the way that those teams played basketball and how they cared about playing basketball. So that was ideal from my standpoint. Where LeBron plays, he has given me all the memories. LeBron Tiger, even though Tiger's backslid as a human being, but LeBron, Tiger, Sugar Ray.
We had prime LeBron.
You know what I mean? Ali.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We lived through eras where athletes, these superhuman athletes, have given us more joy.
I noticed you left Michael Jordan out, but that's
Trust me, we don't want to go there.
if we're talking athletic accomplishments, you should throw them in.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, though. For me, it's kind of funny because when free agency first started and he made the decision not to come back to the Lakers, I didn't care where he went. You know, I'm a LeBron fan like everybody else. Cleveland was mentioned kind of early on as a possible destination, but not a lot of strong backing behind it. It was mostly he'll probably team up with Steph at Golden State. Then when Jalen got sent to
Philly,
Jalen Brown, that became a viable powerhouse, potential powerhouse in the East. And so Philly became a super contender. Through it all, the Cavs remained in the picture, and I don't know how they grew in stature, but maybe teams just started falling off. A lot of teams don't have the cap space to pay him what they think he should be paid. Neither do Cleveland. Just Cleveland, frankly, but they'll make some moves. Anyway, some kind of way we've risen to. I think is his appearance in Akron, playing golf at the Firestone, at the House 330, and I think that kind of got people. So, long story short, I have gone from I don't really care, I just wish the best. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little caught up. Like if you don't sign with Cleveland, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. I'm serious. And so we'll see what happens. It looks favorable. I hate that I've gotten emotionally involved. But I am. If he goes somewhere else, I'm gonna be a little upset. I always wish.
I'm right with you on that.
I mean, he gave us a chip, man. Right?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, before that, it was
the only one we've had in any sport in our lifetime.
With the parade and all that. I couldn't believe it.
Exactly.
So I'll forever be grateful for that. But we'll see how this shakes out.
Okay, let me add one thing.
Go ahead.
When he walked into 330, he was dancing. I think he had a drink in his hand. He spun around. He looked like a guy that didn't have a care in the world. He looked like a guy, to me, that already made his decision. He's just milking this thing. But he knows where he's going, so he's just as comfortable as he can be. You know what I mean?
People weren't bothering him. They were just partying around him, so he looked comfortable. And
looked at home.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
That was telling. So we'll see. I don't know how you can go from that to, well, see y'all later. I'm going to Golden State, but maybe that's my emotion. So good. We'll see how that turns out.
Golden State, he'll never go to. It's just time zone is wrong. Team is just he can't follow and do what Kevin Durant did. It just looks bad.
I just can't do that. They just tried to play. They tried to play up his friendship with Steph and play together.
No,
I didn't see that.
I can't fathom how to do that. Philly for sure. And Miami. Although I don't get Miami,
because he's been there and he knows it.
So we'll see. A little bit of sad news though. Coach Jim
Corriveau,
died today.
Jim Corriveau, man, long time.
Know Jim, right?
Yes, I got to know Jim through coaching, through clinics and all. Jim was born in Canada, played for the Toronto Argonauts. He was drafted in the NFL.
This is back in the
late 60s, 70s.
Right, okay.
And Jim decided to stay up in Canada and play. Played like 12 years up there. He's a Canadian League Hall of Fame. He was played for the Toronto Argonauts. He was a defensive player, all that stuff. He did some great stuff, and he got into coaching.
Okay.
And I met and did clinics and stuff up there when he was at Kent State as the head coach. Then Jim came down to St. V, and I was already gone, but I got a lot of time to talk to him. And he was always, you know how the football guys are. We can always say, I don't care how long I ain't seen you. Profiles are going. And it's the same thing. Hey, coach, how are you? And talking. And I remember his memory was going a little bit. And he was asking me some questions. And I'm going, boy, I know what that's like. And we kind of talked through that. Well, I know he's had some trouble with that over the last few years. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to go out and say something I don't know, but he had taken a fall. And I know that they had problems with the trauma. And his kids is Judge Amy Corriveau Jones, who's here in Akron, that my wife and all knows, put something on.
That's his daughter,
His
right?
daughter, yeah. And she's got stud kid ball player and stuff. To get all that, but she had put something out there, and it didn't look like things were good coming along. And just got the news today that he passed away. Yeah, but a hell of a guy. If you've ever met him, he was a great guy to talk to. He was full of laughs. Loved talking football. Loved talking anything, to be honest with you.
Yep.
But just a great guy, and he'll be missed, man.
Sounds like a guy who's going to be missed.
Yeah, he's going to be missed. Yeah, it's unfortunately, we reached that age now. We always talk about that. It's called, what do you always call, Phil, when someone passes away at our age? Natural causes.
Natural causes, exactly.
Unfortunately, that's happening with people. And, for Jim, I think it was, things were going on mentally and all, and maybe it was just time. But
that's why we're doing this, right?
Yeah,
this is our bucket list.
You know what? But you're exactly right.
Shit, let's do a podcast.
You know what?
All right.
I'm glad you bring. What? I'm glad you brought that up because I always tell you guys this is my sanctuary.
Yeah.
This is my place to get work.
Yeah.
I can say what the hell I think.
Boy, you come down here with energy too. Every
Woo,
week.
and I don't give a care what else is going on in the world. I'm going to tell you what I think. And again, I don't care if you disagree. I don't care if you don't like me. I said, I ain't out here to make no damn new friends. But, I'm here to give my opinion, have some fun with my buddies and say, this is what we talk about.
Right.
And this has been great.
Yeah, but you know what? We're not here to shit on people either.
Right,
you know what
exactly
I mean?
right.
Correct.
You made the point that we're not going to talk about Marcellus Wiley today, and it's because there's just nothing good to say about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not going to pile on that situation, which is, we're trying to be as positive as we can. Now Trump deserves it, and Lindsey Graham deserves it, and that's news. Marcellus Wiley is not really news. No.
Right.
And so,
right.
I
think that's a great point. You say that too. Is like we're not saying stuff to try to be nasty to anybody.
Yeah, not for clicks.
Yeah, we're not going for clicks. That's right.
It's unfortunate that our politicians and the politics are the way it is right now.
Yeah.
That's all. But we always look for the good vibes, and I'm glad you brought that up.
We want to have an opinion on things that are trending, things that are happening now.
Exactly right.
Things that are important to people nationally, throughout the world and locally as well. So
that's a good point.
Yeah, and we'll continue to do that.
Absolutely.
By the way,
rest in peace,
those
Coach.
people that are watching, rest in peace, Coach Corrigan. We got a hell of a skit coming. I don't want to talk about it. I start talking about.
But we're gonna do it for this episode.
Huh?
We're gonna do it for this episode. We're gonna add it on the back of this.
If we can get
we got stuff that's coming in the mail.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to look at it.
Okay.
But
we can just throw it out there when it's ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's right.
It can open up the next podcast. Though.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll talk about it.
We'll go on.
Also, Sam Neill died.
Sam Neill.
Jurassic Park.
Yep.
He was in the Omen, right?
He was Damien in Omen 3.
In Omen 3.
Yeah. So played some good roles.
Yeah, he did.
He's had more than that.
Right, exactly.
Much
Just
more of a
think of
career
that,
than
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I just remember him from those particular performances, and the dude was just his outstanding actor. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how he passed or what he passed from. Again, the natural causes thing, but he was one of those guys that just it feels like he had a great career, a good life.
Good life.
Yep.
And he made some contributions. Yeah. So thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One day at a time, man.
All right. So we have some parting shots, right? We ready for that?
Yes.
As we wrap up?
Yeah.
Good. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I want to give all the praise due to Mrs. Manley.
Oh, good
my
one.
wife?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, your wife.
She's got a notable date coming up very soon. I won't give the date and I won't give the number, but it's a significant date. Mm-hmm. This woman has put up with me. And listen, I know you guys don't know. I know how I am. I'm difficult, and so she's put up with me for the years and years and years. She's raised 2 phenomenal sons, and quite frankly, build a house that would look like a sewer if I was in charge of it. And so she's been with me every step of the way, always positive. We've had some fights for sure, and I wanted to.
She don't back down.
Yeah. I was gonna say I won a couple of them, but I don't want to talk about my record.
Got the battles going.
Sister-in-law is tough.
Yeah. But Patricia, I just want to say thank you. I love you, and happy birthday, and I can't wait for our family present that we have set up for you.
All right.
Take care.
Right. Happy birthday, Patricia. That was
Boy,
awesome.
you should have went last.
Yeah.
Follow that.
Man, I forgot what I was
Right.
No, that's
Go ahead,
awesome.
Brophy.
Mine is, it's got to go. to food, my stomach, man. Skyway, the long time Skyway Swenson debate. If you're from anywhere in Akron, Canton, Cleveland area, you know the debate between Skyway and Swenson. What's the best burger? I used to like switch back and forth, but I was telling Phil and you that coming out here just the last, I don't know, few months or whatever, I always stop, here and there, stop at Skyway and get myself. Skyway has closed.
It is closed now?
The last one, it's
Damn
closed.
it.
Closing or it's already done?
No, it's done.
Really?
Done deal. What happened was they ran out of food once they announced it. The father who ran Skyways had no kids that wanted to take it over or doesn't do it. And he said he didn't want to do it anymore.
Right.
He's, I believe, in his latter 70s. He said, hey, I'm done. And this is it. So there was one in green and one in, because I had them all. Because I used to like to switch up. And I like to compare. Swenson's right down the street. Go either one.
Right.
But that was a huge battle. They had contests all the time in the newspaper and stuff would carry it. But so long to Skyways, man. And thanks for all the good meals. I probably take a few pounds off now. Damn, I got to find another place to stop on the way out.
Well, Skyway, thanks for the memories.
Skyway,
right?
yes, thanks for the memories. Great time.
Nice.
Lord.
All right, so my parting shot is to the Firestone Country Club. Speaking of closing down, after 65 years of hosting end-of-year professional golf tournaments, they are done.
Yeah.
And they go back to the NEC, the Bridgestone Invitational, and I think most recently the Calling Conference, which hosted for the seniors.
Yep.
And we've all been out there a number of times, right? Watching Tiger and the pros hit the balls. And so one of those things, man, it's in your backyard. You take it for granted.
Absolutely.
Until it's gone. So they are finishing, or they're done for the year. They finished up with the senior tournament, I think a week ago. And so they are done. So I just want to say that Firestone, thanks for the memories.
Right.
Yeah.
What a great venue.
We got to get something back out there.
Yeah.
I think Ernie Els said it too. It's like, they can't give up on Firestone.
That's a good point. The golf course is not closing.
Right.
Yeah.
Their tenure with the PGA and sponsorship has ended. So.
Unfortunately.
My memory of that course, and I hope this is right. I wasn't living in Ohio, obviously, at the time, but Tiger was playing in a tournament, and it was clear he's going to win it. Or maybe it wasn't clear. I'm not sure. But it got to be late, like very late.
Dark,
dark, quite frankly. Now, they filtered it on TV so that it looked lighter, but it was dark outside. And so he's on 18, and he hits his shot, and nobody knows where the ball is. And that thing sticks like, I want to say 18 inches from the hole or something like that. And it is, cameras are flashing and all that stuff.
Right.
That's my memory of that tournament and that course, man.
Did you have you went to Firestone a few times, right?
Oh, yeah.
Any special memories?
Just the golf period, man. That, again, you take for granted. It's like going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You go to the Hall of Fame down in Canton, you got memories of it, but until it's gone, then you go, oh, wow.
Another great facility in our backyard.
In our backyard,
Yeah.
And I get a year-round membership to free. I can take my family. But you don't think about it.
Right.
But it's been a few years since I've been out there. But again, I just enjoyed watching how far golfers can hit a ball.
Yeah.
What I would look at and say, ain't no way he's going to get around that corner.
Yeah.
And it's like up over the trees. Remember, Firestone had a lot more trees, too.
Yeah.
They've gotten rid of. And some disease took care of some of the trees, but they took some of the trees out. But there's a couple dog legs and stuff there.
Absolutely.
With tough, man. To see guys hit the ball over those things with such precision and stuff. It's just, man, that's
that is, man. Yeah.
It is.
Speaking of trees at Firestone, one of the first times I saw him, I was with Richard Neill, another Richard Neill student. And we were out there following Tiger. This is Tiger in his heyday. And Tiger was out probably, 150 yards from the green, but he was over to the right, and there was a row of hanging branches. And so, you got to punch out the fairway. And this was the moment because we were golfing like crazy. Boy, if we just keep playing. Maybe senior tour one day. This is the moment I said, no, I ain't gonna never be no pro golfer. Tiger hit this damn ball. And he had to hit it flat for probably 80 yards. And when them things cleared the tree, it rose. And then it hit the green and stopped. Now, how do you practice something like that?
That's just crazy.
That was the moment when I said, this guy's unbelievable, and I'll never be a pro golfer.
Well, all it took to me is to see those guys hit those shots, and I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, no. Right?
if you could be either, let's say not a musician, but an entertainer of the Michael Jackson caliber, below Michael, but still very good, or a golfer just below Tiger Woods,
Not even
but
close.
very good, which life would you choose?
Not even close. No, I'm golfing.
I'd be a singing golfer.
Oh,
And he's moonwalking on that.
oh man,
18th green, he's singing.
Not even close. I'd golf.
I'd be golfing all day long.
golf.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You know what? That actually wraps up episode 30 of the Three Brothers Podcast. So thank you for your parting shots. And thank you for all of you out there that watched us. I hope you hung in there.
Yeah.
I want to give our address one more time before we sign off. The email address is the3brospod@gmail.com. That's the number 3brospod@gmail.com. And the Instagram address is the3brospodcast. So thanks again for hanging with us, and we'll see you on the other side.
Keep it coming.
Peace out.